We'll move here. We don't want to fight these guys. We don't want to fight any of these guys. So if they're building here, sure, build ahead. We don't even need to be that big of an empire. Faction found it. Assert the primacy of the Gargaxan species by curtailing the rights of aliens if necessary. Okay, we'll just see what the factions do, what they're interested in, and what they want us to work on, and we'll look into that some other time. But for now, mostly I'm interested in our relations with the Zilk Stack Empire. They're still wary of us. Neutral relations. It changed by +2, so it's not bad actually, even though we did place illegal activities on their lands. So we're here. We're already producing food.
Outlier identified.
Easy research, so let's do that. And this unlocks at 50 pops, so we're dependent on his population growth. That's really cool. This is really cool. So as soon as he's at 50 population, we can build something else to make this, to keep this going. And looking at the stability, immigration poll, we don't really see much influence from us being here. So crime has gone up a little, but it is producing 10 and energy as well. I assume this is going to me. Really cool. I really like this. This is actually really cool. So, for instance, he has another planet here. This is just a mining station, sorry. He has another planet here. We could establish an office here. Establishing will cost us and is expected to generate a monthly income of blah based on the current trade value and crime on the planet. It will also increase our empire sprawl. How big is that already? 50 out of 70. Let's wait for now. This is not that interesting of a system. Here they have a mega shipyard. Oh, that's cool. Okay, so he has 2 planets. He might be building a 3rd here. We'll keep an eye on it. But we're going to be interested in his progress, and we will be keeping a close eye on what he's doing. In the meantime, we have established Chara Prime. We are still working on colonizing the planet. So we'll keep an eye on that. What can we do with regards to our home system? So if we look at Lyris, okay, so we can't do anything with regards to corporate over there, just on other people's systems. What do we want to bring in though? We need food. That's something we're already working on. We're getting quite a few minerals and energy already. The Oshi survey of the asteroid is temporarily halted as a probe is caught by an errant gravitational anomaly. The probe manages to transmit some data before it's brutally crushed by the extreme forces that completely dissipate soon after. At least no one got hurt. The ISS Kohani has picked up a strange energy signature coming from somewhere deep inside the atmosphere of Stural V5. It appears to originate from a structure of some kind, possibly the remains of an orbital station, but the atmospheric pressure makes it impossible to approach. Nevertheless, scans of the unique signature have yielded a large amount of valuable physics data. Great. Physics data is always welcome. Okay, so expanding further to the left, I expect to see another territory there. Traditions.
Outlier identified.
More traditions to choose. Open markets. Yep. Oh man, It's gonna be so cool. Just need these guys to trust me. I wonder if I did the one where the option was to actually pick like a legal front, if it would have made a difference, but I'm not sure if it would have. Chart Prime still colonizing. We should see it here as well. Team Prime still colonizing as well.
Outlier identified.
Alright, it's routine research.
A system has been surveyed.
Good. Going further to the left, I thought we saw somebody here, but it's recently been very quiet on the left hand side, so maybe it was just a research ship.
Market outlier identified.
Okay, research. But this area has quite a few minerals, lots of energy credits here in the Dolphin system.
Colonial enterprise established.
Okay. Botein is there. Botein Prime. This was gonna be our district?
Special project actualized.
City district? Yeah, I think so. Someone has towed an asteroid into stable orbit around Galpan 3. The massive engine sections and braking thrusters can still be found on the surface, although they have long since been rendered inoperable. Whoever did this also mined the asteroid for minerals, but these operations were seemingly abandoned shortly after they begun. Okay. Ancient mining drones. Okay. We can establish a listening post on Lyris. Deep space drones in certain systems have been investigated. The drones appear to be workers and custodians of an autonomous orbital mining operation established millennia ago and then soon abandoned by all but the drones themselves. Judging by the state of the processing equipment, their purpose is obvious enough: mining. But who is it that tasked them is not immediately apparent. What is obvious is that no shipment of minerals has been retrieved from the system in hundreds, if not thousands of years. They may only be old drones, but they should be kept under close watch by the Gargaxan Syndicate.
Situation log revised.
Okay, these guys are here now. They need to create some energy, otherwise they have a deficit. But we're gonna start off by building a city district so that people have a place to work. And we have a little bit of space, a clerk job, some housing. And it will produce trade value.
Potential market survey completed.
Okie dokes. This is a mega structure. Ancient military comm station. Ooh. This is really cool. There is clear evidence that a massive space battle took place in close orbit of Oshimir La at some point in the last 5,000 years. The surface on one side of the moon is pockmarked with craters from stray weapon blasts, and scans from the ISS Oshi have picked up several hulks on the ground. Though these wrecked ships are all in very poor condition, the fact that anything remains at all after the damage they must have sustained is a testament to their advanced design. Science Officer Chim Chim Nip is preparing an expedition to sift through these derelict hulls for any valuable technologies.
Situation log revised.
Go ahead. I agree that you should do this. Let's take a look at the situation log. Pulsating stars. We could take a look at this. Mount Graveyard expedition. Let's go to here. These guys. Sure. Research this first. Go ahead, Chim Chim Nip. You have my permission. So the branch office is already here. Bioprocessing plants. Really cool. I wonder if my crime shows up a little bit somewhere. I wonder if they start cracking down on crime if I'm there for a while. but we'll keep an eye on it. Let's... Neutral relations. See, we're friendly guys. We don't mean no harm. We just want to help you guys out.
Market outlier identified.
A small and otherwise insignificant moon orbiting this gas giant appears to be on a trajectory that will soon result in a collision with its primary. Alright, research it. We shall research it. And we will be moving a little bit further to the left. Parsecs will... What are we doing? Let's build a starbase here. It's a good place because it has a single entrance towards our system, and otherwise they can go left and right if they pick this area, if we come to a war with them. So I think this is a good place to set up camp.
Special project actualized.
The team under Science Officer Chim Chim Nip has finished their expedition on Oshimir La and returned to the Oshi. Sadly, the wrecked starships on the surface were too badly damaged to recover any useful technologies. These vessels were clearly very advanced, however, and we could gain valuable engineering insights if we analyzed the way they were designed. We should consider the construction of a permanent science outpost in orbit. Very interesting. Very interesting indeed. Let's do that. It's not within our borders, though. Let's move here already, because this is an area we want to go to.
Research actualized.
Okay. Automatic exploration is something we
Upscaling
really want.
complete.
We're gonna start with that anyway. This is a good start to the actual campaign. A good start so far. We're gonna keep it going for a little bit longer, and then we'll cut it off for now. And we'll be streaming again tomorrow.
Future market survey complete.
For now, though, we'll definitely go on for a little bit longer, especially since we had some issues in the beginning. So hopefully we'll get to around 2 hours of time that we can split up and then make available. Corvette hull points, starbase building, nebula refinery. Corvette hull points. We need the corvettes to be strong enough. So that's what we're going to be starting with. The shipyard. Let's take a look at the corvettes. We can build a few more. And so far, our consumer goods are the lowest. Food next, minerals, and then energy credits. So if we can work on getting more consumer goods than food, we should be okay. In the meantime, we can move a little bit further towards the left to try and expand our region a little bit more and more. So that is the plan for now. What are interesting systems that we want to take? So this one, maybe. It has the exotic gas, so it's not actually bad. Maybe it's the best way to go about it. So let's start with this guy. Moving here, and then we should have the influence to create something here, and then slowly but gradually move out that way. This guy has already created the system here, which means that we can also build an observation post, so we can take a look and keep an eye on Parsecs 4. What can only be described as a dimensional portal has been discovered in a remote location in Botine Prime. Weather prediction algorithms noticed a strange air current, which was eventually determined to be caused by the slight leakage of atmosphere into the portal. The rate of loss is far too small for it to make any difference to life on Botine Prime, but the very existence of this portal raises some disturbing questions, such as, where does it lead to? And could something come through the portal from the other side? More worried about
Situation log revised.
About that part, yeah. We don't need a ship to research that, so let's research it from the planet. I also want to research this and research this, sure. Great, we're expanding our research capabilities. And then we have a little army building up here in Karus, which we may want to move.
Upscaling complete.
Population 37 pops. 42%. One of the many moons circling Galpan 6 has a terminal orbit. It will soon collide with the gas giant in what is sure to be a massive impact event. This event has been millions of years in the making, and it is a startling coincidence that the impact has been fated to occur just after a visit by one of our ships. Many of our scientists wish to observe and record the event, but we only have a narrow window before it is too late. This is fascinating.
Situation log revised.
And we'll take a look. Go to... You want to research this? Go ahead. You can watch the event take place. You're right there anyway, so... this science ship. Where are you? You're not doing anything. So survey here. Survey here. And survey here. And then hopefully soon we have... automatic exploration available. So this is it so far. Very small, and I'm noticing our friends to the right are actually growing quite a bit faster than we are. The Zilk Stack Empire, but due to what we've done, our branch office, if they grow, we grow. Because this is what we do. We sort of leech on them and try to make things a little bit worse for them. So it actually has... I was blind so far. So crime is 42%. A high level of crime causes negative events to occur on the planet and may reduce stability. Stability is quite high still. It is naturally caused by having a large planetary population and can be reduced by increasing pop happiness or employing enforcers.
Special project actualized.
We were successful in our attempts to record the collision between Galpan 6 and its moon. The event was captured from several different angles and transmitted live throughout our space. Most importantly, our scientists under the leadership of Ipakluk were able to record a large amount of valuable physics data that will surely benefit our research. Great job. As I was saying, 42%. The governing skill is -9 from pop jobs. They have a decent amount of jobs, so it's -25. But we raise it with our branch office, and as soon as they get 50 pops, they're at 38 now, we'll be able to work on that even more. And then we might start looking into illegal drug trade, or maybe a front office. We'll start with the front office in the next people we meet, just because I'm curious to see if it makes a difference, because their opinion went down immediately, and I was hoping that we could sort of keep it under the radar, but I'm not sure if that's a possibility. It's something we need to figure out. So that's the game pretty much. You learn every time you play. Okay, what's interesting to us? 4 energy credits. Can we do more than 4?
Evading competitive fleet.
Okay, a hostile scavenger bot fleet in Garanth. Okay. The Garanth system is a sprawling graveyard of mechanical debris. The wreckage of untold numbers of derelict ships circle its star. Swaths of fuel and liquid coolant cloud are sensors like ghosts, and creaking station remnants collide with the shattered carcasses of planets. Astronomical proportions once took place here, though whether the scavenger is its sole survivor or a scrap hunter.
Potential market survey completed.
Leviathan. News of the encounter with the deep space construct of gargantuan proportion is spreading throughout the Gargaxan Syndicate. While the entity does not appear to be of biological nature, its mere existence has inescapable ramifications for the possibilities of technology and mega engineering. We are but motes of dust. So the scavenger bot is a little bit out of our league, I would reckon. Excuse me. This is not an option at the moment. Survey this system, survey this system, survey this system. And then I am interested in maybe expanding here. Or here.
Good business is where you find it.
Newly founded colony. We have established... Okay, so the colony is here. This will be our food planet, right? Chara Prime? Yes. You will be our food planet. And we will immediately start by building districts for that. This gives us housing, food, exactly what we need. We have population, we have some specialists. We don't need specialists, we're not interested in specialists for now. We're interested in getting the agriculture district up. Alright, 2 to 4. 4 is not bad. We can build a star post here or an outpost. And then maybe we can expand after. We've detected the presence of a primitive alien civilization in the Astarte system. That's over here. They appear to be in the latter stages of a Bronze Age, having mastered early metalworking. Although most of their population is rural, several large city-states have formed. We should consider building an observation post. Did we do that over here? Yes. So... this mission can have aggressive observation.
Market outlier identified.
Yep, we'll research that. Wait a second. Covert infiltration, we cannot do that because we do not have the Fanatic Purifiers, Devouring Swarm, or Determined Exterminator. Technological Enlightenment. We could turn that on to, but for now we're passively observing them. Indoctrination, subtle influencing, might not be necessary for now. I'm gonna start off by getting some more energy credits from this system.
Identified.
Okay, we have detected life signs. Okay, research. Very well. You are... where are you? You're here. You can go here. Here. And then here. Our military fleet is 12 out of 20. And can be upgraded already. Let's build it up first and get the corvettes out, and then as soon as everything is there, we'll expand on it. You'll have to excuse me, as you may have noticed while playing. Oh wait, immense ragged plains of shadow drift across Astarte 4's face. They are cast not by clouds but by sheets of organic material drifting through the upper layers of the atmosphere, hinged or rather jointed to allow for a small degree of articulation. Science officer Nip Club is as yet unwilling to say whether these things are flora or fauna, or what possible purpose, if any, their elaborate shadow casting might serve. Okay. Something to keep an eye on. Some kind of burrowing silicon-based life form inhabits a vast network of tunnels beneath the barren surface of Jana 2. As best as we can tell, the creatures feed off rocks, and there is no evidence to suggest that they possess a rudimentary form of intelligence. Sorry, there is evidence to suggest. Their tunneling efforts have shoveled large amounts of valuable minerals to the surface. This is intriguing. Alright, now we look at the minerals, because this is very interesting, the Trish system. But it's still a ways out. This
A
is the
system
same.
has been surveyed.
I would not be opposed to moving somebody here. So that when it is fully investigated, surveyed, we can take a look there. These
Upscaling
guys.
complete.
Do we already fully investigate this one? Then why? Oh, we can't build an outpost. Okay. That's not a problem. How's our capital faring? 38 pops. No unemployment, mostly workers, some specialists. Okay.
Market outlier identified.
We could use some consumer goods. Practically betting. Okay, we can do that. Consumer goods or alloy foundries or administrative offices. Let's do consumer goods. It is our capital. We should maybe do some work with regards to but for now let's do consumer goods, just because we're low on it already. It's only going to get worse, so we need to improve on that part. Maybe you are better equipped to go here.
Special project actualized.
There's enough to get there in Castor. It's a gateway that we can protect, so it's pretty important. The dimensional portal on Bodian Prime leads to a dimension of pure entropy. It is difficult to even get sensor readings because the very energy of our pings is rapidly dissipated. Our best theory is that this null void is a dimension where the majority of 0-point energy is negative, and so any positive energy which was once present has long since been used up. Knowing this, it might be possible to construct a weapon which can use the null void's energy destruction offensively. Okay. Yep. Perfect. Jana 3 is uninhabited and indeed uninhabitable, but not unvisited. Lucky? What's lucky about it? Is that... Sorry, you probably know more about the game than I do, the unnamed general. Welcome to the stream, by the way. Is that a very good tech to have? Its surface is littered with tall xenotaphs. The null void beam, it's very good. Ah, awesome. That's a good upgrade then. Is it something that I can already use, or is it some... I think it only gave me a little bit of an advancement on it, right? Like if it comes up, I'll be closer to getting it, or... Because looking at the fleet manager... image them plus 400% damage against shields. That sounds very good. Definitely. It's I'll take a look. Wait, give me a second. And it only gave you the research option. Okay, so I assume that as soon as I research further, usually it pops up. I'm blind for a second. Give me a moment. Okay, technology. So as soon as I get a new upgrade, I can choose to use it, right? So get the null void beam. It's not in this list yet. Okay, Jana 3 is uninhabited and indeed uninhabitable but not unvisited. Its surface is littered with tall xenotaphs carved from some mineral not native to the planet. It was physics, if I remember correctly. Oh, I'll take a look. Thanks, the unnamed general. I appreciate it. The monolith's flowing lines deftly chart a history so fantastical it must surely be fictional, surely. Image them for the archives, which gives us engineering research gained, or they are beautiful. Make digital reproductions of the monoliths widely available in our empire. sure they will appreciate it in the Empire.